All right, I made it back on. We're continuing with this demo thing. And I got a lot of stuff that needs to be done. That, yeah, I'd say, you know, and I want to make this multifaceted. Like, you know, I taught school, 5th grade, through an entire quarantine on Google Classroom or whatever. And I've seen everything. So to address all the kinds of emotions and all the kind of stuff that people are going through when they're appearing online and the issues or whatever, there's a lot of different tools. And in this particular thing, I'm going to cover tools that are just going to help you all around, both as a teacher and a gamer. Now, the thing about a PDF reader, like a free PDF reader, like I use Foxit. You know, if somebody wants to tell me they found something better, I would love to hear about it. But you know, I've still been pretty satisfied with this. Let's see, we're on Foxit. PDF reader, industry's most powerful PDF reader solution. Download now. Windows, English, yeah, okay. Download should start automatically. All right, now you see, okay, here we go. And you can see, there's my downloads folder. Pristine, as it were. All right, now that's coming down. So I need that, and I need, gamers a lot of times use, well, I should say, gamers, that's a lot of, actually in my experience, working with game developers where they're like sharing code and stuff like that, they like 7-zip, and you know, somebody said, well, I chose 7-zip because I'm going to get a 64-bit 7-zip. It's got a convenient password thing. So when I want to make a zip attachment or whatever, it's much easier just to put a password on it. It's also good to have WinRAR. That's a very popular compression format. So I'm going to download that. Let's see. Come on. What happened? Okay, here we go. WinRAR English 64. Now, a very common thing that we need is to mount ISO files. And just a straight up Daemon Tools, very simple. Daemon Tools Lite. I don't know what an ARM-based PC is. We'll find out. Just, I allowed it. it to see what would happen. I like to have Firefox. In particular, a thing that I run into, I'm trying to transition more and more to GX, but it's the video download helper keeps me on Firefox. It's very reliable. Download just about any video. Sometimes it runs into snags, but so what else do we need? We need Chrome download. Get Chrome on there. Now, another thing we need is Discord. Important utilities. We need bolt rename utility. Everybody should familiarize themselves with VBox. This is, I guess, the Oracle virtual machine. So you can get OS boxes, right, and load them on VirtualBox, and but you've got like you can run just as many operating systems as you want, just like on the fly with this. I recommend getting VMware too, but we're not at that level yet. What is the best EPUB reader? I think it's Calibre, right? Best Calibre, right? Is it still Calibre? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, Calibre is listed as okay, so let's get Calibre. Calibre 64-bit.
DJVU reader, one of those.
Free manager for locked files, right? I hate this, man. I can't tell. Major Gates. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, we're done here.
I like a dark game mode.
Arena of Valor. I need to play this. I've never played it. But I like the art. Alright, this guy. You can just double click on him. Yeah, and that's already switched my operating system theme. Yeah, good. That takes care of that. Let's see. We need Steam. Install Steam. Alright, let's see. BlueStacks. Now there's BlueStacks 5 and BlueStacks 10. And they're, you know, I'm sort of new to this stuff, but it's you know, it's a straightforward emulator. So there we go. We got BlueStacks. Meet BlueStacks 5. Now there is a wow. Let's look at this. Inspired by you, made for you, meet BlueStacks 5. Prepare for power pack gaming. Less RAM usage. Uses up to 50% less RAM than other platforms for a faster and smoother gaming experience. Note this data was recorded by running 3 simultaneous instances, each of BlueStacks 4 and BlueStacks 5. Lightning fast, up to 50% faster setup than ever before. Be game ready in no time. App performance. BlueStacks 5 consumes significantly less CPU while maintaining stable FPS frames per second over long gaming sessions. Efficient multitasking. Play multiple games simultaneously. Enable eco mode to reduce CPU usage by 87% and GPU usage by 97%. Largest game library. Discover more games and unique titles from over 2 million apps. Built for stability. Bring on those marathon gaming sessions. Consistent FPS. Run your favorite games at the FPS you want. Say goodbye to FPS dips. 100% gaming, 100% privacy. Now, I had figured it out. There's a difference between BlueStacks 5 and BlueStacks 10. But I forgot what it was. Some stuff works on this. All right. For those who are constantly on the lookout to get the best Android gaming experience on PC, we've come to present you with the ultimate solution to your search. BlueStacks 10. Powered by the revolutionary AI-based hybrid cloud, BlueStacks 10 brings you all the comfort and convenience of the PC gaming experience that we know and love, but it empowers even further with our cloud gaming technology. The result is an Android app player intelligently designed to determine the best platform and enjoy any of the 2 million games in its library, either locally on your PC via the traditional BlueStacks app player or remotely by streaming it from the cloud. In this sense, you will always get the absolute best performance, frame rate, and graphics regardless of the specifications of your machine. While the prospect of being able to play any mobile game on your PC without having to take up any resources like CPU or RAM is a very enticing one, this is far from being the only benefit of playing on BlueStacks 10. This is because our innovative app player also has the brand new mobile gaming modding feature, which through the Creator Studio lets users create their own modded versions of their favorite games by adding their own unique visual and sound effects, as well as a variety of filters. And once they're done, anyone can share their unique creations on the Creator Hub for everyone else to view and download. There's a lot to enjoy when it comes to Android gaming on PC with BlueStacks 10, and the best part is that installing is very simple and takes only a few easy steps. Etc., etc., etc. Okay, so did we download this yet? Let me check. I don't think I did. Download BlueStacks 10. Alright, so we're going to be needing to install as gamers. We need Unity 3D. Gonna need that Unreal Engine as well. I'm hoping I can get 5 on this. Tell me if I'm wrong, but can I install Unreal Engine 5 on NVIDIA. Let's see. Linux needs 32 gigs of RAM. Get it? Let's see. No. No. There we go. All right. Comic book readers. I use C Display. If somebody could tell me a better one, I'm open to that. I'm not like fixated on one. Okay, what do we got next? Oh, avatars are an issue. Like if you're going to stream online, you know, and you're in your skivvies or whatever, or you're just a hideously malformed swamp monster known as the Heap, and you would prefer to appeal to the world with a nubile form with profoundly exaggerated mammalian protuberances, then you can create an avatar. And there's a bunch of ways to do that, and your avatar can be doing motion capture from your webcam. So let's get Vroid Studio. A lot of these kind of products are coming on strong, but go for the free ones first, by all means, because, yeah. So, again, Vroid Studio and VC Face. It's like they've got it on Steam, and I'm wondering, can I get it like not on Steam? Yeah, this is what we want. VTuber. Did it take? Okay, here it goes. Yeah, VTuber Maker. Here it comes. All right. Got to have Roblox. Absolutely. Uh-oh. system looked like it locked up. Now I need to sign in. I need to log in. That's what I'm gonna do. I can see my daughter where she is right now. She's in blocks. Let me chat with my daughter.
Hi, friend.
Daughter. Hi, Kawaja.
I am Kurowajo Dad.
See me on the chat. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can join her. All right. So Roblox is going to go ahead and install. Download and install Roblox. I guess I'll say. All right. While I'm doing that, tree generator. I use this.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed. I like it. Another thing, game development essentials.
Bounding box software materials. Downloads.
I am open to any suggestions, but
I've been using this virtual dub now for almost 10 years. It's what I use it for is like time-lapse sequences, target sequences, and stuff like that, to assemble them and into a video. And one thing you gotta, if you've got a, I mean, you know, come on, if you've got this accelerated graphics card, you can display your time-lapse video in full resolution in real time, you can use the NVIDIA, the game capture, and capture it. Don't put it into After Effects or Premiere or whatever, and then render it and all that crap like that. Just play it and capture it in real time, and boom, you're done. If somebody's got a better way, I'm open to that. All right, so it says Roblox is successfully installed. My Virtual Dub installation is coming up here. So yeah, Virtual Dub, I use it for target sequences and image sequences, GoPro sequences or whatever. Yeah, you can import your stuff into Lightroom and tweak everything, do all that stuff and then render it out and all that crap. But yeah, I ain't got time. All right, a couple of things it would be nice to also have is OBS Studio. Download for Windows. Okay, and let's get Plarium Play. Go, Plarium! Now, also at the essential level is, what is this, Geeks 3D. Also on Geeks 3D, there's like an OpenGL testing. Geeks Lab is a tool for 3D programming, creative coding, game dev, and prototyping using Lua, Python, GLSL, OpenGL, Vulkan, and HLSL Direct3D 12. Geeks Lab is available on Windows, macOS, Linux, Raspberry Pi, and Tinkerboard. Okay, so MadView is a 3D model viewer made with Geeks Lab, is available on Windows. Yeah, I'm interested in that. YAF Player is a video player based on FFmpeg made with Geeks Lab. I'm not sure if I'm interested in that. Furmark is a popular VGA stress test graphics card burn-in test, as well as an OpenGL benchmark. This one I'm interested in. Make sure I got OBS. Studios there. Did I get firmware? Wait a minute. I did not. WebGL Caps Viewer. TestSmart. Yeah, okay. God, my goodness. I love how they're developing this stuff. I've never used this before, but I'm dang sure getting it. GL Inspector is a tiny tool to interrogate OpenGL about the presence of extensions and functions. For example, Intel GMA driver 8.15.10.2509 does not expose the GL ARB texture buffer object extension, but the entry point of the GL text buffer function is available, which means the GL ARB texture buffer object string has been somewhat omitted by Intel dev team. Yeah, you call it intelligent, you know, and that should be a warning. I'm interested in ShaderToy benchmarking. Love ShaderToy, but I'm totally, you know, I just go and get stuff off ShaderToy. And use it. I can't write shaders, but I'd love to learn. You know, if I got the chance, shout out to ShaderToy. Go out there and check those guys out. It's amazing. A fluid mark. Yeah, man. They didn't have this the last time I was here either. These are all, you know, when you put this on your computer, it allows you can run it, and then you can create various scenarios and check, you know, what can your machine do it? You know, can your machine really, if you have a game that's like going, you know, extreme in some area. So TestSmart, you know, a lot of these, I had not seen them before, but TestSmart and the GPU caps I had used before to figure out, hey, can I get my machines to run better? And you know, the get you know, you get, now people, look, this is something you should bear in mind, man, if you're a gamer. You know how it is. You got, you know, your laptop's got 300 gigs of space on it. Who's going to put any games on that? You know, 1 or 2 games and it's full, right? Right? So, but the thing about it is like a lot of government institutions, a lot of big businesses, and now they're turning on their computers and it's going, your computer does not support Windows 11. I want you to buy a new computer, right? So, what's happening, and this has happened to me, is, you know, computers are they're just being thrown away. So I've got some maybe 80, 90 computers in my house, and about 70 of them work because I fixed them. Nav shaders. Okay, I want my test mark, and I want my GPU test. Alright, I'm moving right along here. I'm going to try to do an installation right quick of Text Aloud. Text Aloud is an application that I use it with NeoSpeech, Kate, and Kate. There are various voices that you can get on NeoSpeech, and I think, you know, this, I'm probably showing my age, but you know, there's stuff coming down the road that'll replace this for sure. But until something better than this comes along, I use this a lot for, you know, you can take a PDF, convert it to an MP3 file, choose a voice to have it speak with, control the speed of it, and so on. And if you know, in this day and age, when you know, think about it, the way they put us in this prison colony that we call a world, right, is it's like a hamster habit trail, you know, and you're going around, you're walking through parking lots, and you're pushing buggies through supermarkets and stuff like that. And it's taking, there's no time for you to learn and do things and read books and stuff anymore. So by using things like text aloud, when I get into the car, there is a book that I'm reading. Yeah, ask anybody. I've read maybe 30 volumes of the works of Gandhi. I've read the entire Mahabharata, right? Using. Okay. Oh, wait a second. And Roblox? Okay, my daughter's calling. I'm gonna say, hold on.
Daddy, find me. Daddy, find me. Daddy, find me. No.
What? Can I open? So we'll be together. Hold on, I need to get back onto live. Yeah, see, she's directly behind me, but there's a little cover thing so she can have privacy. We're a team. Your math, and you have to be able to read, and otherwise you can't win the game, right? And it says a lot about life. This is my last couple of years at the school I was at. Yeah, I told all the parents that I talked to, yeah, let your kids play games. Just put the math, science, social studies, and English, put it right up against the game. So every time they're going to play the game, they do their little homework and have something for them. If they say, I don't have any homework, then you say, okay, in the case that you don't have any homework, I'm going to give you a little something to do. The teacher told me how to get onto your learning management system. And what will happen is the kid will go to himself, oh, well, if they're going to do that, give me something anyway, I might as well go ahead and admit that I have homework. So, because I have to do this at home anyway before I can play Minecraft or whatever. So then the kids will they'll go, yeah, I got a homework or something. They'll go ahead and do it. And then not only that, it's going to improve their learning experience. How do I mean? We shouldn't be at war with ourselves or with each other, right? Peace on earth. Goodwill towards people, all living things, right? So don't make a war out of it. You know, find a diplomatic solution, which is like, well, you need to read your ELA. You need to do your arithmetic and stuff like that. Do it, and then you can play and do whatever you want. Enjoy yourself, all you want. And what you do that way is you build a positive association with learning. Like I learned, you know, at the very earliest stage, somebody will go, well, I do this so I can play my game. They don't realize, because we're often too inexperienced to realize the value of something, learning something, until after we know a bunch of stuff. She wants me to... Okay, hold on, I'm coming right over. Testing it. Let's see if my audio is good. It's definitely a lot lower. Let's see if I can cycle my microphone more closer in this direction. See if it's going to pick me up. I don't know. So, yeah. It's a little bit lower. But
My favorite, I'm gonna get back here. I was updated. I talked to my friend.
cool.
Budapest.
Wow, it's a pelican, a toucan. It could be a toucan. It could be a bird of paradise.
What egg?
It could be an egg. It could be a large egg.
I want to be a medium.
A medium egg.
Yeah.
What color egg? It's gonna be a spotted dinosaur egg or a blue.
No, it's a bird egg.
Okay, a bird egg would be like a blue egg.
I want to be green.
That's a bird egg. You want little spots on it? Pleasant, rough, smooth, shiny.
Neon.
Neon. Let's go with that. Yeah.
I got some spots.
Put some spots on it. Try it. Oh, cool. Change the color of the spots. Very cool.
Should be green. This is my pretty egg. It's in nature. It's in nature.
Yeah, it's in nature.
Oh God, look at that nature egg.
She's an egg in Roblox. No telling how that worked out, but we'll see. I don't think that I got FooBar downloaded. I need that. Now, where I was before was with text aloud. I'm just gonna make a quick inspection of that. Let's get some good quote here for just a demo. Alright, so here's text aloud. And like I said, if somebody wants to tell me a better way, I want really... Alright, so let's see if we can play this just with the default. What? Microsoft David Desktop.
In the US, there is basically one party, the Business Party. It has two factions, called Democrats and Republicans, which are somewhat different but carry out variations on the same policies. By and large, I am opposed to those policies. As is most of the population. Read more at W. In the US, there is basically one party, the Business Party. It has two factions, called Democrats and Republicans, which are somewhat different but carry out variations on the same policies. By and large, I am opposed to those policies. As is most of the population. Read more at www.brainyquote.com. In the US, there is basically one party, the Business Party. It has two factions, called Democrats and Republicans, which are somewhat different but carry out variations on the same policies. By and large, I am opposed to those policies. As is most of the population. Read more at www.brainyquote.com.
Alright, so I'm gonna exit that. Never fill out the survey. Now, the issue that I have with that is that the voice is awful. So I'm going to have to come back to fix that. But that's going to mean I'm going to need to go find my Neo speech. Blender. Next up, gotta have Blender. Wow, we're almost to 11 o'clock. Let's see. Dance 3D. We're gonna need. You know, it's asking me to register. I'm already registered. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so what I did is I pulled that tab off so I can put my credentials in without streaming it over the internet, and that should just be a rule of thumb. now that I put all the credentials in, it's like, oh wait, we've already got somebody registered to that instead. Trying to do a password reset. Send notification to device. Where did my phone go? Oh, there it is. Are you signing in? Yes, that's me. Earlier, I had set I up as a shortcut to open my Streamlabs chat, and I need to go back and I'm gonna, because that's not working out for me. Alt-I think would be better, so. Hotkeys. Toggle endgame overlay is what I set to be I, and then I found that every time I type I, it's doing that. So that's a problem. All right, so that problem has now been fixed, and I'm back to looking for my Daz 3D password reset. All right, Daz is hanging me up and I ain't got time. So what I'm going to do want to take a quick look around. Got some things I need to find here. I'm short on my software. Don't know what hard drive I move stuff off to, but there is stuff that cannot be found. So go into my downloads folder and let's take a look at what we've got so far. Let's make this the main focus. Gonna organize these by type, and typically what I would do first is this. Install WinRAR. I'm gonna let it take these defaults. Right now you can see all my zip files have this association now, and here's the to start it. I usually start it by invoking it from a drop down menu. Right, so now it's associated itself. Now what I want to point out here, look, the view, if you go into view on your, this is the Explorer browser, right? This, anybody that's been around knows that this, man, this probably goes back to Windows 95. It's exactly the same thing, but they just put it in a different place, so you have to get to it in a different way, right? So we want to show hidden files and drives, absolutely, right? What is it, dear? Oh yeah? I got to keep one ear open here. All right, so hide extensions for known file types. Okay, I want you to look, if you're watching the stream right now, look at how there's a type column, there's a size column, and there's a date modified column, right? But in the column of names, there's no extensions. So I'm going to uncheck this, hit OK, and now we can see the extensions, right? I think that's very essential for safety, various other reasons. But let's go ahead and take these, and what we're going to do here is right click. I selected them all, and I'm going to right click, extract each archive to a separate folder. So here we go. I'm thinking to, what do I want to install next? While this is running, I'm pretty sure I can get away with installing other things. This is really unzipping stuff, so it shouldn't. So I've tried to start the Epic installer. I want to look, see, I've got this Microsoft Edge, and I don't want to run Microsoft Edge. So first I right click on it and I go unpin from taskbar. Then I'm going to close window, and it's going to disappear forever. All right. This I don't want to be pinned to the taskbar. I don't have space for it, and this also. I should get some kind of reader hooked up eventually. Okay, but yeah, okay, here comes Epic. It's starting to run. Let's put it over here. I like to see if I can get away with this. Okay, here, the Epic Games launcher is going. Let's see. This is where we're going to get our Unreal Engine set up. Now, I invoked as well. I invoked I ran the Calibre installer too. So I'm curious to see if it's going to pop up. And lo and behold, it is. Calibre 64 setup. I accept the term. Acto me and Vito Factus notice me as Actus. You're forcing me to do this. I don't accept the agreement. I do not. So the Calibre went underneath this, right? Let's see. And what's happening is the Calibre ebook. See, the Calibre thing was smaller and it got past Epic, right? And then Epic was like, well, I'm trying to do what I'm doing and this other thing is running, I'm not going to run. Right? So... this sort of inclines me for the sake of speed, you know, to try and run all these little ones first, like this one. There's my Win DJ View. This is for DJ View document viewing. I'll need that, right? Don't need to run this. Calibre's install. I sort of have a feeling that Blender will be more coexisting as an installer as well too. I'm not going to retry Epic. Epic is just too heavy. What I need, like, okay, there's a shortcut that's important. I'm looking at this keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, Windows X, I think is Windows. Or no, it's WinX. Right? You see how that popped up? Now, that gives me an option for Task Manager. WinX. Now, I like to pin Task Manager to the... So once it starts, I'm going to go pin to taskbar. And then it's going to be pinned to the taskbar from now on. Where I can see what's going on. Okay, Blender is going. Let's see. Blender is running. More details, right? Accept the terms of the license agreement. So Blender's running good. Vroid Studio. Okay, Windows protected your PC. More info. Tree@exe, unknown publisher. I know who that's from, and I trust them. You want to make sure you haven't downloaded a bogus version of it, but you saw on the stream that I had it downloaded from the source. Vroid Studio underway. Got the installer going. Plarium Play, OBS Studio. Tree has come up. Oh, wait a minute. I'm like, I'm curious. How many of these things can I run at the same time? Right. I got OBS Studio running now, too, as well, the installer. Next. OBS Studio. Setup is loading for OBS Studio as well. Put that here. OBS Studio is already running. Please close it. What? That's weird. Plarium Play is running. Epic is not going to install with multiple things installing. Oops. Okay, Triet is installed. Vroid Studio is installed. That's an avatar creation thing. Blender is getting along, it looks like. Getting closer. So OBS Studio, probably what happened is OBS detected Streamlabs and then wouldn't run. Live and learn. If you don't go try, you're never going to find out. Doing my GPU caps viewer. It right now either. Let's see. I want to get the GL inspector to run, the physics fluid mark setup to run. Windows protected your PC. Firmware run anyway. Yeah, buddy. Cool. I'm authenticating to Plarium Play And here I am. I got my Plarium Play installed. And we need to install Mech Arena. So we're going to do that. Install. So now that's running. I don't want to firm mark right now. I certainly don't. File unlocker. A file unlocker. You know, I don't know if this is the best program that does this, but have you ever been trying to move a file and it's like, you know, you can't move this file or you can't access it. It doesn't belong to you. No, I don't like that on my computer. Yeah, so a file unlocker allows me to rip stuff and destroy it, nuclearize and vaporize it if I don't want it. If I want to move it somewhere, I can move it, right? Sometimes it requires a restart. Integrate into Windows Explorer, add product catalog, desktop shortcut. I don't want a product catalog desktop shortcut. I don't want a desktop shortcut, but I want shortcuts in the start menu. I do. I sort of wish, like I was on XP the other day, and the start button, I don't know, man, I basically do not use the start button anymore the way it is on Windows 10. I just can't use it. But the way it was, okay, I got an installation successful. Let's get a PDF reader going. Music player. PDF reader installation. Oh, moly. I should put this over here. I go with my PDF reader. I don't want a free 14-day trial. Got that bulk rename utility. That's one that I often put on the taskbar as well. This is a Chrome installer. I'm gonna bring this guy over here. I don't want Firefox as the default browser. I don't want to merge stuff. I don't want this. All right, so now I'm gonna go for video download. Open. Firefox. Chrome is installing. Foxit is almost done. How you doing, sweetie? Can I get you anything? Add this to Firefox. This is the best downloader for videos that I've ever had. Discord is running. Make some changes here, and then I'll be back. All right. BlueStacks is starting to run as well. Discord updates are coming through like crazy. All right, now I can close this. Now my BlueStacks installer is how you feeling there?
Happy.
Good.
I'm done.
All right, hold on.
Bye.
Oh boy. All right. Something is trying to open. And it defaulting to Microsoft Edge. I don't want it. So, okay, so Chrome is installed. I'm going to close it. Discord. I do believe my Discord login has been successful. PDF readers time. Macarena is installed. I'm going to try to run 7-zip here. It looks like VTuber Maker runs not an installer. It's just like a little Unity package. Huh. This stuff is sort of new to me too. I've installed it before. I think I've used it. VC Face I've used more. And you can see, yeah, it runs in that directory structure. So what I want to do is I want to put these out in my program files directory and make some shortcuts for them. So you see it's running. It's just a little Unity application. VirtualBox, let's take a look. This doesn't look like a VirtualBox installer. It's like, what? This is my C display, which is my comic book reader of choice. Reads CBR files and CBZ files. CBR files and CBZ files are really just rare files and zip files. That's all there is to it. All right. I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm over here going to my Gmail. Got the VTuber Maker running. All right. Hello. Yeah, it's saying it's using my camera. It probably, yeah, it can't use my camera. And the reason why it can't use my camera is because my camera's in use. All right, good. So this is operation. It's an avatar thing. Closing it. Oh, wait a second. What have I got here? It's like, what was that? Okay, I think I have a problem here with the dang whatchamajigger, the thingamabob. No, the virtual box. I'm adding LastPass to Opera. I'm not satisfied with LastPass, and it's just how to extract yourself from this thing. I was working at Linden Lab, and they said everybody's going to use LastPass. You got to put all your passwords in there. I heard it was breached. um, just to let you know, it was like opening my vault. Which I don't, yeah. I'm not sure I want that to be on my stream. You know what I mean? I don't know how I screwed this up last time, but I'm sorry. I did. I downloaded the wrong thing. Test mark just runs from a directory. Shader toy mark. I'm gonna run this just to experience the joy of shader toy. Let's see what happens. Mad view. Does this need to be installed? No, it just runs. Welcome to the Oracle VM VirtualBox 7.0.6 Setup Wizard. So, this guy, this guy, this guy. This guy, this guy. Well, this one's running, so I'm gonna mess with him. This guy. I'm gonna copy these. And you can open this PC. And see the local disk here. Right, there's the local disk. All right, program files is going to be for the 64-bit stuff. Right? Let's see if it's going to let me just make a utils folder. Oh, Lord. I gotta create another file explorer. That's a big copy. Bigger than I expected. Create shortcut. Yes, isn't that beautiful? Test mark. Create shortcut. Create it on the desktop. Create shortcut. Create it on the desktop. Create shortcut, create it on the desktop. Create shortcut, create it on the desktop. Can't I'll cope with that later. BlueStacks is currently limited to using one CPU core on your PC. Read the fact that explains how to resolve this. Alternatively, you can play your favorite Android games online on our cloud using BlueStacks 10. That's the deal. BlueStacks 10 is cloud-based. So we'll read the fact, and there's like a setup where you allow it to take multiple processors. Things. All right, yeah, now virtualization in my BIOS, I'm pretty sure it's enabled, right? It's like, fine if it's, well, okay. Virtualization enables you to run a different operating system, such as Android on your desktop laptop. BlueStacks uses this virtual environment to provide you with a platform where you can play Android games and use various apps with ease. We highly recommend enabling virtualization due to the various benefits it provides, such as 5 times increase in performance, allows BlueStacks App Player to use more than one CPU core, eliminates frame per second lag, stutter in various games. Games can be played at the highest graphical settings. A quick summary of how to enable virtualization. Check if virtualization is supported on your desktop laptop. Enter the BIOS, enable virtualization. All right, that's gonna depend on your computer, right? So. All right, virtualization is enabled, right? So I really just want to set this thing up to use it. What is settings? There you go, the little gear. That should be where I need to be. Gotta restart BlueStacks. Are you kidding me? Man. There's some kind of MIDI crap that you need to install so your MIDI doesn't sound like garbage like that. Man, this thing is... Okay, so... Seeing where we're at. I'm gonna close the NVIDIA control panel. And let's see. Not gonna forget this. Put this C, program files, utilities. Create shortcut on desktop. Okay, let's see if we can get back to where we once belonged. Alright, all this is done. Unity is not done. This is the wrong thing. Virtual done. That's all done. Checking on the list. BRU is done. Chrome setup Discord. Did I get... Oh, let's see. Daemon tools. I think there's a problem with Daemon tools. Okay. This is incorrect. It won't run on the PC. I thought that was a problem earlier, and it is. But yeah, for many years I've been using Daemon tools. I hope I can get a version that will work. Oh, it's ARM based, right? That's Daemon tools for Windows. That was the ARM thing. You know, that's probably not right. All right, I'm going to show this just because a warning to whoso would be warned. Right, this is where they're going to try to, this is like some, they repackage software, they're redistributing it, right? And what they're going to try to do is get you to download some crapware that you don't want. And you got to be careful. So, which button is that? Start download. This is something else. Bit driver updater. I want this, right? I look at this to see, is that really the thing that I want? Yeah, it looks like it is. But even when I install it, I've got to be careful. Now, let me go ahead and show you. See, it may have just given me not Damon Tools Lite, but the one I have to pay for, right? Which is not what I want. I just want something that will allow me to mount an ISO drive, ISO file. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna go through just for the sake of. Oh, wait a second. No, I'm not. Stop it. No, cancel. Too late. See, what I should have done is I should have looked at the. This is the pitfall, right? Looked at the custom installation thing because probably. It installed some other crap. I'm gonna run it again and look in there and see. It messed me up and installed something. Check your your activate, right? Your license has not been activated. See, so I don't even want this. Close all windows. Yeah, this is not what I want. So, without stay or delay, I'm gonna hit the search window and go to add or remove programs to get this crap off my computer immediately. And see, that's precisely the kind of thing that you don't want. Damon Tools Live for Windows free. I should have gone down further. Right, okay. Look at this. Download now. All this crap, right? No thanks. I will continue downloading Damon Tools Live. Damon Tools Ultra. I'm not gonna reboot now. Taking a quick look at what I've got installed. All right. Okay, we're making progress now. check out this BlueStacks. Okay, BlueStacks is up. Should be ready to go. Shut this bad boy down. Let's see. Checking out my stream. Oh! My God, how long has that been going on? Man, what a pain in the butt. Properties. Live and learn. Right, you gotta do it, you know. Find out what's it gonna do. I wonder when that screwed up. Well, I'm gonna have to go check that out. So yeah, since I got back, this has been a 2-hour and 15-minute process, and now I am at a point where I do believe I'm ready to go back to my Epic Games install. I wonder if that's what does it. Steam on here? Yeah, I do. You know, hold on a minute. Whoa, I've got my, check this out. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Cool. Can read my Mad Magazine. EC Fan Addict Club. Okay, Frankenstein. Yeah, this is the thing. The Bumble, you know. Got the body parts. He sews it all together. Bumble falls on the thing of spikes. The evil mad scientist Frankenstein. It's kind of monocle. He's going to start the machine. And he's like, look at his jacket. Schultz's Meat Market. This phenomenal machine. And it's like a sewing machine. He's like sewing the Frankenstein together. This was funny. I read this on my earlier stream. And Bumble's newspaper changes from a Jewish newspaper to first it's like a It's like a Russian newspaper. It's a Chinese newspaper, and then it's like a Russian. I'm not sure if that says anything. Yeah, rubles. 90 rubles, 2 Yankee dollars. All right, and then French, Italian, and Spanish newspaper. His newspaper always changes. He's got to go get a brain. And yeah, it's like, the brain, don't let anybody get that brain. You've got to hide it. Don't let anybody. What if somebody, just imagine they put that brain into a horrible frankincense monster. The brain is gone. Well, yeah, he's on the machine, and it turns out it's a pinball machine. This was a great story. But the monster is like, rampaging, and they go after him. He's trying to talk to him, get him to come home. He won't. He's going away. And then they all do this stuff to catch him. And then it's like Adolf, right? It's like the monster is this Adolf guy. And they're trying to close in on him, and he starts flying away. And it's like, the problem is the brain was a bird brain. Yeah. All right, and then we saw The Lone Stranger. That was good. With Pronto. Yeah. And the best thing about this is, like, there's all this racist stuff about the Indians, right? But Pronto's the cool sidekick that hangs around with the white guy, the Lone Ranger or whatever. And then he's like, the Chief Ukabalawanga, or whatever his name, Chief Wanga, comes smoking a peace pipe or whatever. And it's the Lone Stranger thinks it's Pronto's gonna save him, and it's like, no, man, I am Chief Wanga, and I'm gonna set you on fire. That's funny. Yeah, so we left off on my other stream there. Let's see, what is going on with Epic? Is it done yet? Verifying update. Okay, so this is what it's doing. The next scene is the dock under cover of darkness. A submarine chugs up just as Jones arrives carrying a lantern and an open umbrella and a bandana containing all his personal belongings tied to the end of a stick over his shoulder. The sub itself is a battered old wreck with a figurehead on the prow. It is all patched up with band-aids, and some sailors are plugging up holes with their fingers. What a submarine. Jones asked the sub skipper if the sub leaks, saying that the government can't afford security leaks. They enter the sub, whose hatches are battened down. The engine is a rubber band, like an airplane model. The sub gets underway beneath the waves. An airplane flies past leisurely. Finally, the submarine reaches the Iron Curtain, and some of the crew have to get out to use some braces and bits to drill. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that's still operational. To drill through the Iron Curtain. They drill a hole, and the sub passes through with ease. Sometime later, on a lonely street, a sewer grating is lifted, and through it protrudes a submarine periscope with a yellow bloodshot eyeball framed in the glass, as that crazy mixed-up shovel digs Moscow. Well, the plot sickens. We've reached the end of the page. So we must go. If you want to find out what happens next to the adventures of Five Finger Jones, you'll have to buy another copy of Mad. Boy, have we got you, Soda. Stories from the Bible, EC Comics. Everybody needs that. Brightly varnished, heavy board covers. This is like a book. EC Bible book. I bet that's worth a lot of money if you have a good copy of that. Mad Mumblings. Dear editors, if you ask me, Mad is a disgusting, dirty, no-account comic and shouldn't be on the stands. But it's just what we want. want. Keep up the great work, John Hurt, Elgin, Oregon. There's another fan mail. I know you would like to hear from a dissatisfied... Oh, wait a second. I think Epic is starting to run. He's signed in with Google. All right, this should be ready to go. Here it comes. Epic Games. Click on Unreal Engine down here. And I don't know, can I install Unreal Engine 5? Not sure. I'm going to hit the drop down here. Not sure it can handle it. Yeah, it's saying it's going to let me do it. I know you would like to hear from a dissatisfied reader of Mad. That is why I'm writing. I think you should be boiled in oil or killed by the death of 1,000 cuts. Melvin should sick his apes on you. Your printing presses should be reduced to rubble by one punch from Super Duper Man, and you should be pummeled with used DC comic books. Just in case you're tired of this, I'm tired of seeing Mad as a bi-monthly comic. How about a monthly Mad, please? Ronald Ketterer, Reading, Pennsylvania. Okay, let's see. It might interest you to know. This is like, okay. Let's go down the first column. Okay, what's this? Mad only once every 2 months? How dare you? It's inhuman, cruel, and besides, it's not nice. What would Farouk think? Have mercy. Begin publishing that magazine once a month. Bobby Perry, Auburn, Alabama. I have read a few of your Mad comics, and in my opinion, I've never seen so silly a book in my life. It gives the child a mean mind and teaches them to hate other nations. I hate comic books, for I am a Martian. Artvo Cervix, Canal 5, Cave 62. All right. We'll take that in mind. All right. Wow, this thing, Unreal Engine 5.1 needs 20.5 gigs. Oh boy. All right. My son Gene Sultan is a bat boy for the New York Giants, and just before he left for the Polo Grounds today, he begged me to read Casey at the Bat in your number 6 issue of Mad. We have to go back and read that. I told him not to annoy me, that I had other more important things to do. However, after he had gone, I thought I would humor him and read the story. Well, I got such a kick out of it and had to laugh out loud so many times that I just felt I had to send you a short note complimenting you. The drawings are a brilliant satire on America's favorite sport. Believe me, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Rose, Sultan, New York City. It might interest you to know that my buddy signed over the title of his 40 Plymouth on the condition that I call off his debt of $165 and get him an issue of Mad. Bill Weisenbach, Pensacola, Florida. The greatest brains of this school convene and discuss calculus, philosophy, and math. This comic book is the only one we deem intelligent enough for our reading. Some students of the Atascadero Union High School, Grace Woodworth, Tony Wilson, Carol Wilson, Donna Dean Uishner, Pat Wiley, Jean Delano, D. Morgan, Barbara Fresby, and Lee Erickson. I read your issue number 6 with great interest even getting so far as the mad mumblings. There I was greatly disappointed to see that you had accepted a letter from some engineering students as fit to print. Here in Norfolk, we are the same campus as VPI, and I have therefore had experience with engineering students. So I say, and I speak with authority, that engineers do not have overracked brains, for they simply have no brains to be overracked. I hope you will take this into consideration when you receive a letter from one of the characters that live up to the name of your book, Mad, Chuck's Hancock's College of William and Mary, Virginia. I bought a copy of Mad. I have to keep it. Wow, it's already at 19 gigs. I have to keep it locked in a safe, and when one of my boys wants to read it, we have to lock all the doors. We classified it top secret. A couple more of those stories, and we'll have the enemy licked. Howard Griffith, U.S. Naval Air Base, Virginia. I know your staff will not print this because they fear that if they do, some of their readers will be converted to the good way of life. The men who think up such stories must be possessed by the devil. I have glanced through your book. I was lucky to live just glancing through. Death to you fiends. David Alessio, Pittsfield, Massachusetts. In closing, a reminder, join the EC Fan Addict Club. See inside front cover for details. Remember that? Yeah, okay. What is this? Let's see where we're at. Oh, I thought, what? Is it done? No, 7%. All right. We need to make the most of our situation here. Let's see. Okay. So, Emule. This is a very popular peer-to-peer file sharing program, especially in China. We should have it. Download. Alright. Official version. Allowing all cookies. Let's see. Installer. Your download will start shortly. Okay, let's see. I need also as well BitTorrent. If you've got stuff that you need all the time that you can share, you know, like put it on Archive, then Archive will post it as a torrent, right? And I'm telling you, say you got a file server in your house, you know, and you're copying files across your wireless or whatever. If it's a torrent, it's probably going to get to your computer faster than it can copy from one computer to another computer in the house, right? So we want to get BitTorrent Classic. So if you can get your files, the files that you need, what I'm saying is this is like, say you're like using Google Drive all the time, right? And you're copying stuff down from Google Drive. If you got stuff on torrents, I've seen it come faster than I could copy it from Google Drive. It's crazy fast. Okay, there's my email installer. Let's see. Free, basic free torrent app. And there may be some other good torrent apps, you know, but almost everything now on archive.org is you can get the torrent for it. And if it's popular and widely needed, man, it'll download to your computer in seconds. Multiple gigs. Wow, fast. Let's go ahead and install this. And when you're doing a BitTorrent install, you want to make sure that you didn't get a bogus BitTorrent. We're going to see how it looks here in a second. And I don't know if Epic's going to choke. But I dang sure don't want to sit here all day waiting for this to... install. What? Okay. Okay, good. Now we're finally getting some response here. Oh, get VPN now. Hey, that's just the ad that I needed to see. In fact, I have my VPN service with NordVPN. I don't know if it's the best. I just want to download NordVPN. I don't want to download. I want to download the app because I've already paid for it. So yeah, there we go. Should let me just log into it. There's my email set up. Okay, email. Now, when I get all this baseline stuff, I'm going to go ahead and create a desktop shortcut from that, just to remind me. I need to go in and set it up. And what's going on with BitTorrent? I was expecting it to. Okay, so let's go here. I like to keep things moving. NordVPN setup. And if I'm not mistaken, I should, when the app runs, I should be able to let the browser log me in. So this should be. Oh, here's my BitTorrent installer. And here is my NordVPN installer. You notice I'm just like running everything. And Epic is still chugging along. So that's one thing, maybe I could learn from this is like get the Epic thing going, and then once it's fully at this point of downloading 20 gigs or whatever, then run all these other installers, these smaller ones, and maybe that'll be faster. Okay, so let's see what we got. Alright, I don't want to install the McAfee Web Advisor. And yeah, I use Windows Defender and also Common Sense. There's a, okay, NordVPN, I'm going to let it do what it wants to do. Look at your task manager and know you can look up everything in your task manager. You don't know what it is that's running, you can Google it, right? And yeah, you should, my situation here. Oh, wait a second. Look at this. This is Spy Hunter. Oh, don't spy on me. Look, man, go ahead and spy. I'm like right on the internet streaming live, man. Everything that I'm doing. Go ahead. Get the whole, the FBI, the CIA, and yeah, tell them all right. And I put a Noam Chomsky audio quote. Whoa, how subversive could I be? All right, let's see. I don't want to start BitTorrent when Windows starts, necessarily. Magnet, definitely. I want it to be looking for magnet files. I haven't forgotten that Daz 3D wouldn't let me in, and they said forgot Pat. You know, I tried to even register the account. Let's see, maybe a LastPass. All right, I gotta turn the mic off and deal with a situation. Well, let's see. I'm looking at, this is just life. It's like, okay, I've got an account and I got auto pay on Geico, right? Geico auto pay. I'm trying to log into, let's see, Geico right now. This is a big time, I'm like, I want to get off of Geico because of this very stupid thing. A month, 2 months ago, we go on the website and we change our payment for our auto insurance to another debit card. Well, they don't get it and they run the charge and they insist, oh no, we got the money, don't worry about it. Yeah, this is working good. Okay, good. But anyway, so, I called them and I'm like, well, you were supposed to take it from this debit card. And they're like, well, we got the money. I'm like, well, it's looking like you're pulling it from the wrong thing. I'm getting an overdraft. No, we're sure of it. We've been paid. And also the number that you're giving us, the debit card, whatever. Yeah. Everything's cool. So, yeah, I ended up calling them 3 times, and I used that bank account to pay my mortgage. So I don't want it to be overdrafted when I transfer the mortgage payment money into it, right? Because then there's not enough for the mortgage, right? So I go through this thing with Geico. Let's see. I'm trying to remember my LastPass. Master password. Bear with me for a second. I remembered it. All right, launch NordVPN. Okay, let's do that. I don't need to launch BitTorrent right now. Do that later. But this is great. Yeah, okay, yeah. Here. Yeah, this is what I want. This is something that Windows Defender wants to know about my LastPass, but trying to log into Geico because they're trying to cancel my policy. So annoying. I thought I put it in right the first time. Then I had to open my LastPass vault, and sure enough, it was the one that I thought it was, and I went back and put it in again. Anyway, what happened is like I ended up calling Geico like 3 times, and then I called the bank. Right, no, they're taking it off the wrong account. You're gonna have to dispute it, right? So I was on the, but before, I immediately called them back. This is like the 4th time I called Geico, and it takes ages. I want to charge you $200 for the amount of time, at the very least. All right, I got the Geico payment going through. There we go. Somebody's going to get a big surprise. I can't believe I went through all that crap. It came to a point, right? I called Geico 3 times, and they're like, no, you put in the new debit card, and we've got it in the record, and you've got it on the page, and we got the money, and you don't have to worry about it, and all that stuff like that. And finally I'm like dreaded, and I got to call Bank of America, and they just put you on this robot thing. You can't get through. And finally I'm like, I say I want to do a business loan application. I select that option on the menu. Then I get a person answers the phone, like almost right away. And I'm like, look, guy, I'm sorry to bother you, because I'm not doing a business loan application, but you got a phone number for customer service, and I've got kind of an emergency here. It's like my auto insurance premium, and on the roads these days, as dangerous it is out there, and it's not even, it's my wife got this $10,000 car for like $20,000. The contract is like awful, and anyway, if we're in it up to our neck, if that car gets in a wreck or whatever, the insurance is just going to pay the person that owns it is the person that financed it for twice the price of the value of it. So if there's a wreck or something, they're just going to total it, and we're going to get nothing and lose everything that we put into it. Very somebody tell me how I should think about that differently, but yeah, I'm open. I'm checking my spam folder for the Daz 3D password reset. And I don't, yeah. It didn't come through. Right? So if you've been on the stream, you know that, okay, I came to install Daz 3D. It doesn't like my password. Well, now I got LastPass, so I guess I'll go into the vault and see. I'm going into my LastPass vault right now and looking for the Daz 3D password and see what it is. See if it's in there. See, I wish I could get rid of this Daz thing and just let Google. Okay, there's a user ID and password for Daz 3D. Oh, it's in a horrible Daz password. Yeah, no wonder I couldn't get in. Right? I'm doxing myself. I don't care. Go ahead. So I never could get a password reset for Daz 3D. I actually had to get LastPass installed in order for me to get over here. So now, have I got the download going? I think I have. I have really... Okay, here it comes, yeah. I've really got behind, you know, when it was like 2011, I was sort of like, yeah, I'm not going to do animation anymore. Now it's 2023, right? So, and there was an element in my mind as well that, yeah, I'd rather not be running along trying to keep up, right? I'd rather just completely stop doing it because, yeah, I mean, things are going to change so rapidly. You know, if I was say I'm not doing 3D animation production, you know, I'm not getting paid for it or whatever. Am I going to keep up, right, over the last decade, right, with how things are done? Because I guarantee you, like it's probably been almost 100% change of the way things have been getting done, you know, 5 times over the last decade, right? So, no, I did not keep up. I'm going to start over. I need to get rid of these tabs. Starting to pile up some crap running that I don't. Close this down. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, what I would like to do is check out my NordVPN and get myself logged in. Got BlueStacks 5 and BlueStacks 10 installed. All these wonderful desktop shortcuts. Awesome. Let me check back on Epic. How we doing? 10 megabytes a second. Okay. checking all this stuff. This is all done. This is all done. Unity is not done. OBS is done. I got my NordVPN. Did I run that? Oh, man. Check my installer list. Interrupted by a network error. I thought something was going on with that. Resume. What's Epic Games doing? It's still installing. I'm cleaning out these mailboxes. Driving me crazy. In my social of Gmail, I've got 13,700. I never look in there. Deleting it. 13,000. When am I going to be able to look at that? Saying it's going to be done in 20 minutes. What is Nord doing? Okay, Nord should be finished. Okay, next. No, not finished. Prepared to install. Time for comic books. Well, let's see. How's my stuff coming across? It's coming across good. Okay, so let's... Collector's Item Department. On the following 6 pages, your managing editor presents 6 more of the early creations of Harvey Kurtzman. 6 more examples of that zany nonsense called, hey, look! You'll notice how this chair fits you when you sit. And for a small down payment, if you want a chair to relax in, notice how this one envelops you. And for only a small down payment. Now here's a simple functional chair that is very unique. It grips you. Here, try it. Relax and notice how it practically grasps you. Now, for a small down payment, hey, yeah. You can follow our easy payment plan. Boy, does this grip. In no time, hey, this chair's trying to eat me. What happened? This chair grips too much. Lucky I had my scout knife. Hey, weren't you going to buy a chair today? It's safer sitting on the floor. Harvey Kurtzman. All right. Harvey Kurtzman is the guy that did Little Annie Fanny. He's a funny guy. All right. Come, my friend. I'd like you to see the fireplace I bought the other day. Notice how when I press the button on the fireplace, we have a radio and television. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh. And notice how when I push this button on the fireplace, we have a bar and a telephone. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Ah. And notice how when I push this button on the fireplace, we have a collapsing bed. And notice how when I push this button on the fireplace, we have a shower with hot air, hot and cold running water. Eee! Snap. Well, shouldn't a fireplace burn a fire as well as everything else? Hey, why shouldn't it? Oh, he starts a fire in the fireplace and it sets the house on fire. The guy's trying to kill him. Yeah. Hey, look. I think I'll listen to the radio. Ag, the news. Who wants news? Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America. Well, it's really not so good. Ag, news, schmooze. I'll turn. Hey, the radio is stuck. Boy, have we got troubles. Gee whiz. This depresses me, so shut up. All indications point in one direction. Shut up, shut up. And Washington is buzzing with rumors. Pop off, I'm telling you. At last I shut him off. It sure is tough all over. This will shut him off. He gets a steamroller. Ah, peace at last. Oh, the neighbor's radio. The situation is tense over there. Harvey. All right, this is giving me a launch notification for NordVPN. I'm going to go and see if I can get myself logged in. Hey, look. I'm going to have a bowl of these cereal flake Krispies. They go snap, click, and pop-o. Listen, listen when I pour the milk in. Pop, pop, snap. Hear the pop and crackle as the milk soaks in. Hey, pow, pow, pop, snap. Now aren't you overdoing this thing, little cereal flakes? Keep your head down. It looks like it's about worn out. What are you doing? I'm still hungry, but I'm eating soft, lumpy, uncrackly oatmeal. Alright, hey look, I'm going to the movies, but first, I'm gonna buy some candy to eat in the movies. Hotcha Cowboys. Tick, clickle, crackle, crick. Yeah, chapter. Click, crack, crack, crackle. Pardon me, could you crackle your peanut brittle later? I can't hear the murder scene. Crunch, chop, chick. This is a democracy. I can crackle any time in a democracy. What are you doing? Ow, you're crackling me. In a democracy, I too can crackle. Oh, joy you, I have just purchased a magic hat. Wachi. I put into it eggs, cheese, ketchup, old shoes, marbles, false teeth, a book on Freudian psychology. Poof! Gone. Now I put in a camel, French fried potatoes, a pair of dice, and a kitchen sink. Poof! Gone. And now, mon ami, I take my leave. With a low sweep on my hat, and I oop. Ah! Poof! Gone. The end. Bat Boy and Ruben. Ruben. It's a tribe of Israel. Ruben. I'm trying to log in, and it's initiating a portal connection to, and this is a new thing that I think is good. Sign in with Google. I think my Nord's on. No. Well, let's see. Let's go back. Continue. All right, it's like my old Yahoo. That's what my NordVPN is on. Wow, look at this that looks like really very much like it was drawn by Wood. It was. Look at it. Unmistakable. Notice, this story is a lampoon. If you want to spend your dime on cheap, rotten lampoons like this, instead of ever loving genuine real thing, go right ahead, boy. Bat boy, the whole gang of crooks is getting ready to charge. Should we A, fight them with our fists, B, fight them with our weapons, C, run? I'll tell you what we shall do, Reuben. We shall do the moral thing, the noble thing, the thing our public would expect us to do. We run. But wait. It just so happens I have here in one of the little compartments of my weapons belt a tiny vial of secret gas that paralyzes gangsters just long enough to take them away to jail. Wow, Bat Boy. I thought you only carried a tiny vial of secret gas that blinds gangsters and a tiny vial of secret gas that turns gangsters friendly, but not a tiny vial of secret gas that paralyzes gangsters. Help! No, we repeat, lampoon. Bat Boy meant a boy. Reuben meant a you. Cough, 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 cough. Ugh, ugh. I can't seem to find my little vial where I keep my Verschlugener secret gas mask. Ugh. Well, that finishes the Flugel gang. Let's climb into the secret Bat-O-mobile and go home. Okay, my Opera was like asking for... You want me to open NordVPN with your authentication? Okay. Now, why did I say I like that? The reason I like it is because we're getting these browser password managers all over the place, right? But the problem is a lot of things like they have some kind of a login modal dialogue, like when I log into a game or something like that. Yeah, so the password manager can't really connect to that, and that's been a big annoyance for me. So now they've got this NordVPN now has this handshaking thing where it goes, okay, let me go invoke the browser and see if your password manager has stuff in there, So that's where I am. So I'm just going to minimize NordVPN. I don't need it right now. And that's done. Going down the list here, see how we're doing. Oh boy. Where are we? We're at 3 hours and 15 minutes. And what I am going to do, Unreal Engine is let me just do a quick rundown on all this stuff and see if there's anything else that we didn't do yet that could be started. Definitely Unity. Let me. Steam. Oh boy. This is another one that's it's always a big pain in the neck. It's like, is that you? And I guess you want it to be secure. You don't want people, logging into your EverQuest and giving all your weapons away in game. That happened in China. This is the people living inside a game environment, thing was starting to take off in China around the time I left Chongqing. And some guy's in a net bar, and he goes to his buddy, and he's like, can I borrow your Mazuka sword, or, your magical Wadanga weapon, And the guy's like, well, I'll let you borrow it, but you gotta give it back to me. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run Steam, see what happens. It's gonna go update. Okay, so, yeah, see this. Look at this. All this stuff. Updating. the guy gets the weapon inside the game, whatever it was, the Gazanga Mwanga game or something like that, and he goes to another net bar and he sells it for like 1,000 yuan or 800 yuan, you know, like $100 basically. And then the guy finds out, you know, he's like, give it back. He won't get, you know, I'm not giving it back. I can't give it back. And finally he tells him, I sold it to somebody. And then the guy killed him. You sold my Bazango Mwanga weapon that I struggled to earn over all these hours of gaming? Killed the guy. And the other thing that happened, which was even more harsh, is there was a kid that was in this big, tall high-rise. I mean, you got those in Chongqing like crazy. And his family was like locking down on him because he was always in the net bars. He was never doing anything but playing games, and they wanted him to study. And his mom cut him off and wouldn't give him his money to go to the net bar. And a guy's walking down the street and he sees one of these. It's an art school, so there's always these like drawing model, like plaster heads, plaster figures, and stuff like that. And so he sees this looks like a model head or whatever. He kicks it. It's the guy's mother's head. He decapitated her, threw her head out the window. But they found him like right up closer to the building because after he killed his mother for not giving him his money to get on his internet game, he committed suicide by jumping out of the building, which is a popular way. Very, you have a 20-story building or a 30-story building or whatever. If you jump off from very high, you're not gonna survive it. But yeah, that shows you don't want to be in a state like that. You don't want to be. That is pretty heavy addiction. You got to understand your brain chemistry, your body chemistry, and not like what we do is we have body chemistry going on that really is a major influence on how we interact and behave with the world. Your diet, everything, you're taking your vitamins, you're getting exercise. It really has a profound influence on how we view things, and what language is it's a linguistic overlay. A lot of people they go, well, I feel this way and therefore I'm going to do this, and really a lot of it has to do with their body chemistry, their reward chemistry, their oxytocin, their endorphins, their stress hormones. All those factors are creating significant momentum to their conduct and behavior. And then the language that they use to say, well, I'm going to kill you because you took my Bazanga Mwanga. That's something you made up later. There's a body chemistry going on underneath, which it should be better understood. You need to back away from your linguistic articulation of the reasoning behind your conduct.